Welcome to part 17. Disappointing loss last game. Now it's time to change some things here. Physical contact dunk. Suppose we can lower that. Hustle, lateral quickness. Standing dunk, 0. You can get hustled down by 1. This one like this. What's the most important for this guy? I would say stamina. Speed with ball. That's good. Speed is good. Driving dunk. Stamina. Now, team chemistry, defensive consistency, shot IQ. It's already 99 now. Low post defense. I think we can take a few points off of that. Let's put that down 3. Pick and roll defense. Let's put that up like that to 8. Passing vision. Passing IQ, let's put those up. Pass perception can go down by 1 point. We need these up more. On-ball defensive IQ, offensive consistency is good. Help defense, we can take that down to 5. Defensive consistency and on-ball defense up. Alright, looking better. Ball control is good. Block, I will lower that by 1 point. Box out to 3. Driving layup. I'm just going off how they're playing this season so far. We're already like 13 games in or 14. Driving layup. Let's see. Hands. That's good. Driving layup. That's good too. Shot close, mid range. 3 points. Let's put that up by 1. Off dribble shot 3. Put that up as well. Post fadeaway. Have I ever taken a fadeaway with Lillard? No, I'll put that on 1. Post control. Do I post up with him at all? No, I'll put that on 1 as well. Hook. That's not going to happen. Steal. I want his steal to be higher. I'll put that up by 1.5. Free throw, that's fine. He barely ever misses one. Standing layup. Have I taken any of those with him? No, I'll put that down to 2. Shot contest. I'll put that up by 1. Defensive rebound. Put that up by 1. Offensive rebound, 0. This one as well. This one as well. Pass accuracy. I want that to go up by 2 points. Off dribble shot 3, up by 1. Shot 3 point, up. got 2 more points. Ball control is good. Block, box out. Barely ever get a block with him. Put that down 2.5. Box out. 2. Driving layup is good, but could be a little better. Hands. Put that up by 1. Now, steal. Let's do that. Free throw. Shot contest. That's all good. Defensive rebound up by 1. So got 0.5 to allocate passing accuracy. Now Wade, contact dunk. Let's put that down to 3. Driving dunk, put that down to 3 as well. Then we'll put contact dunk to 2. Hustle is high. Lateral quickness. Yeah, should be better. 10. Acceleration. 8. Speed as well. Speed with ball is good. Stamina. Put that to 10. Standing dunk. 0. Vertical to 5. Strength. Okay, so stamina. Let's put that up to 14 for now. Speed with ball, 10. And these can all go up as well. Lateral quickness. Let's lower this one to 12. Lateral quickness to 15. Strength to 10. Stamina on 20. Speed with ball. Speed. Put those all up by 1. Driving time, contact time. Lateral quickness. I'll say lateral quickness. Team chemistry. Defensive consistency should be up. Draw foul, I'll put that to 8. Help defensive IQ. Put that on. That should be higher as well. Offensive consistency. Lower that to 10. Shot IQ. Put that up to 10. Low post defense. 6. Pick and roll defense. 10. Passing vision. 6.5. Passing IQ. 8. Pass perception. 10. Now on ball, let's put that up to 12.5 for now. Offensive consistency at 10 is good. Help defense, let's put that on 9.5. Like this, let's do that. And draw foul, let's lower that to 6.5. Defensive consistency, 11. Now, fundamental ball control, 6.5. Block, 3.5. 4.5. Box out, 4. Driving layup, put that up. Hands. Shot close. Shot mid. Off dribble. shot 3-point. 5.5 should be fine. Off dribble shot 3. 2.5. Passing accuracy, let's put that at 5.5. Fadeaway 7. Post control 4.5. Hook, nope. Defensive rebound. Offensive rebound 0. Shot contest should be higher than that. Free throws. Standing layup. How often do I do that? Barely. 1. Steal. Free throw, shot contest, defensive rebound. Alright, that looks good. So that's Lillard and Wade. And I will probably do the rest another time because this is boring. So we have all the, let's see, the intensity, medium, low, put this on medium as well, medium, medium, low, high. Alright, let's advance through this day and then check the... Wow, team chemistry went down by 3%. Yeah, advance through this day. Another pep talk. We need him to be above the 90 in there. As a matter of fact, we're going to play through you because you're the star of the team. It'd be nice if you could say things like that too, if it was more interactive with what you're actually doing tactically. So he's at 95 now. Anybody else concerned? Nope. Alright, so Grizzlies. Coach game plan, Grizzlies. On ball. Tight, off ball, tight, force direction, auto. Same for him. Force him to the baseline. Schroeder, tight. Force direction, baseline. Okay. Pretty gay, tight, deny, Baseline, under, behind, soft hedge, tag on roll, James Johnson, tight, force him to the middle, Shabazz Napier, don't know too much about him, pretty sure this guy is a good 3-point shooter, force him to the middle. Hernan Gomez, don't know. Jared Sullinger, tight, moderate, baseline, behind. Ray Baldwin, John Bluer, baseline. James Young, don't know. Tony Bradley, don't know. Alright. Not here. Let's see if it will work now. Alright, now let's check their defensive ratings. Schroeder, Barton. Play through star. Let's do get shooters open here. Just play through star. See how this goes. Just this default game plan. Let's go. I'm not trading Barnes. Team chemistry went back up by 2. Let's go.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And Memphis is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Grizzlies will be going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And you look around the league, many teams in the South can struggle with attendance. That has not been the case in Memphis, though, fellas.
You know, the basketball capital of the South. Memphis is a hoop city. And guess what? The barbecue on Beale Street is delicious.
Wow, the barbecue capital of the South.
What kind of barbecue do you get when you go? Is it chicken? Is it ribs? Is it Brunswick stew?
I get chickens. I get ribs.
Chickens. Not just one.
Oh, yeah,
you get
just
multiple
one.
chickens.
I get chickens, I get beef, and I get the brontosaurus.
Okay.
The brontosaurus.
Just think about that big, Ernie.
Oh, wow.
Think about that big, Ernie.
Okay.
You can't eat it. You can't eat it by yourself.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they had the
Is that what Wilma gets too, and Barney and Betty? Good.
Well, Memphis, the capital of the South in basketball.
Basketball capital of the South.
You know,
I don't know if the folks in Atlanta are going to be wild
I
about
know.
Memphis getting that.
But the Grizzlies, they fit just fine. We like them.
Yeah. Oh, that does it for us.
Yes.
Kevin Harlan with the call. We'll see you a bit later.
Wilma!
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the
Chickens.
and the home of the brave.
Land of the chickens.
It's the Pacers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. Back in Memphis, the Grizzlies tip off the beginning of a homestand. Well, compared to last season, you'd have to say the start to this season has not been quite what you'd expect. They hope to improve their record with the win tonight, certainly.
And for the Grizzlies, they've gotten off to the kind of start teams just dread. They've already dug a nice hole for themselves.
They do have the talent necessary to get it turned around quickly. They won't want to wait too much longer to do it, but they can still make it a productive season.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the 4th pick in 2015. He was considered a project then, but he's shown himself ready, and part of that has been his mentality. He said, they thought I was afraid, but that's not who I am. I'll never back down from anybody. If I want to succeed, I can't be scared of anybody. I've got to be fearless out there on the court. Kevin?
Thanks, G.A. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. Just getting our feet wet here in the early season, but Doris, the talented teams that aren't coming together yet, how long do you think before they have to make some adjustments?
Well, I certainly don't think you take any observation you've made in the first 20 of the games of the season and run with it. It's such a short span of time to evaluate, and again, you may be having players who are not 100% healthy or are not quite in NBA game shape yet because of whatever occurred in the offseason. So I would think decisions are not made in the NBA in terms of, okay, do we need to make a trade? Do we need to adjust starters versus those who are coming off the bench? What's our rotation? Who's getting what kind of minutes? I would certainly think the feeling out process is as long as 20 games. Listen, if you're a GM, you're always in observation mode, but I think in terms of decision-making, boy, before 20 games, I don't think you know what you have.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Pacers. D-Wade out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Udo. And it's Patterson in at the 4 spot. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Wade. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Porzingis. Pacers on defense. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Well, that was an absolute beatdown, and you hope that they learn and move on from it.
And here is Barnes after the three-pointer from Dennis Schroeder.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. It's rebounded by Udo.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Here is Lillard. Last time 45 points for him. Here's Wade. It's deflected, and they're able to recover.
Oh my God!
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Down low. And
what is Patterson doing? He was moving all the way away from Porzingis.
Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One of the areas where he has excelled all
Man, these last 3 games defensively have been a joke.
Doris, when you watch Porzingis on the defensive end of the floor, it's just jaw-dropping. The ground he can cover and the way he challenges at the rim can change the way a team chooses to attack him.
I agree, because he provides so much in terms of rim protection and weak side help. It's a huge boost to any defense. This guy can be one of the best shot blockers in the league. Does an incredible job switching with his length and speed.
3 on the clock. Here's Lillard. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. The free throw drops for Lillard.
Well, you think back to Nate McMillan's history, right? An assistant coach with the Pacers for 3 years. They made the unexpected decision to look for a new head coach, and in 2016, they promoted him to that role.
And there it is for him. Porzingis has got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
And Lillard kicks to Wade. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And for the Pacers, looking down the bench to McMillan was the easy choice. Do you think it was the right one, though, Doris?
Well, they wanted to change the culture, and part of that was getting a little bit more hard-nosed. Now, McMillan, he's old-school defensive-minded, and with his deal running through 2019, like all NBA coaches, he's going to be judged on wins and losses.
Now, here's Porzingis. After Dwayne Wade's miss, he's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Lillard attacking, banked in off the glass. 5 points in the game.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
They get it again. Porzingis, it's deflected. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that one drops.
Great job of efficiency there. Get the ball down low, execute to come away with the bucket. Perfect execution.
Barnes outside and stolen by Gay. So against the whistle.
Goodness gracious.
And 2 shots coming up.
I just love how Gay goes right to the rim, putting the D in a compromising position, making them have to commit to the foul. When you watch Rudy Gay out there on the court, you see just why he's always been a solid scorer in our league. I mean, any situation, any type of offense, he can find a way to get points, and really one of the more underrated players we have in our league.
And with Rudy Gay, scoring, Greg, has never been a problem for him. Has pretty much had the same level of production his entire career.
Yeah, and if you say that about some players, it's considered an insult, but it's a good thing for Gay. Usually will shoot in the mid-40s for his field goal percentage and solid at that small forward position. Also a great ISO game. And you can't fall asleep on Gay, even for a second. When you do, he's as high there for the alley-oop.
And here's Barnes for 3, and the Pacers.
You know? What kind of a board attempt is that?
He can't hit those. The defense not going to worry too much about him.
3 on 3. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Lillard.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Schroeder kicks to Porzingis. Back to Schroeder. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Lillard.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Pass to Udo. Back to Lillard. Here's the screen. That shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
You know, it'd be hard to identify a phase of the game where they were crisp. Not the passing, not the shooting. Defensive rotations were off. You could critique them up and down.
Now Barton, Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. Gay outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
Well, I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here's Lillard. He has 5. And the Pacers can't.
Are you kidding me?
And it's Schroeder in the
Oh my, and that's going in.
And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
It's impossible right now, man.
The intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And Lillard kicks to Wade. In the corner, it's Patterson. Lillard outside. Fires the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also.
It's so easy for them.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this.
That needs to go in, dude.
Playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
And they're just dominating on both ends, and it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Here's Wade after the basket by Will Barton. And Lillard kicks to Patterson. Will it go? Wade dishes to Patterson. Second chance shot, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Will Barton. Doris, it's been said that you started playing basketball in the 2nd grade. How did your love of this sport become so evident so early?
Yeah, you know, I moved to the Jersey Shore when I was 7 years old. There was a park right next door. And, you know, I'm the last of 8 kids. My family didn't have a ton of money, but boy, all I needed was a rim and a basketball, and I could spend 6, 7, 8 hours. My mother used to call me back in from the park to have lunch or dinner. I just spent my entire childhood on the hard court next door dribbling away.
Were you naturally good at it, or did you feel like you had to work at it, or did you just feel like I got a knack for this?
No, I think, you know, obviously when you play the game from 7 years old, you pick up on a lot of the nuance, and as in anything, you have to work hard at something to be good at it. And it didn't feel like work because I love basketball.
It shows even now. Here's Lillard. After Rudy Gay's bucket, Lillard got a piece of it.
I tell you, Sullinger should get some credit for his defense on that one. Alters the shot and sends it back.
Put your hands up.
Shumpert with some nice D.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
The Pacers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season.
Are you kidding?
And Markkanen is a perfect candidate for that stretch 4. Outstanding at pulling the trigger from deep and not afraid.
Why is Lillard out?
And bang with the other bigs.
The Pacers making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Now here's Sullinger. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee. Sullinger the screen. Gay with no one around. Misses the 3. Pacers trail by 16. And Beverly kicks to Hawes. Back to Beverly. Out to Shumpert. Turner passes to Hawes. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Napier dishes to Gay. Johnson outside. Out to the right wing. And Lure kicks to Sullinger. 6 on the shot clock for Hawes. Sullinger no good. And Indiana shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful. 22%. The offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board. Solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
Now here's Gay. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks to Napier. Drills it from outside. Napier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And I just love seeing Gay share the ball. A solid distributor, given his size and ability to see over defenders.
Markkanen with it. We're covering. It's blocked. And it's Memphis on the break. He's got the ball. Here's Napier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pacers trail by 15. Beverly for 3. Comes out of the gate empty.
Come on, how did you not get that board?
Taking another dribble and step in next time. That's more in his range.
Johnson against Shumpert. Here's Hawes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hawes got his second basket of the night.
Get up, dude.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Now here's Johnson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Lure the pass to Gay. Shoots over Turner. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Now here's Markkanen. We're covering. Here's the 3. Markkanen can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. And then Gay with the jam.
And Gay has incredible lift on these dunks. Tremendous at slamming it in when given room to fly.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. On offense, here are the Pacers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Beverly. T right on him. Right side Turner. The 11-footer connects. The jumper drops.
And Beverly knows his role well. Excellent at zipping the ball over to his teammates.
Rudy Gay, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Man, I'm getting disappointed right now. But let's
and now
just
a
keep
chance
this
to
up.
hear from point guard Dick.
Yeah. Gay, Schroeder.
Damian Lillard, he explained.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And looking at what we've seen, Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
They've got Jared Sullinger. Rudy Gay is out there with John Lewis. And it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Napier in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now, here's Lure. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 6 on the shot clock. Gay outside. No good on the triple. Pacers trail by 16.
Well, you look at the Pacers, one of the better teams in field goal percentage last season, but their overall offensive efficiency lagged behind. The problem? Not enough threes and not enough free throws, and those extra points make a difference.
Now here's Lure. Some nice passing there by Memphis. They get it again. Sullinger. And another shot.
Are you kidding?
Contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And a look now at the four areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Grizzlies.
And the one thing that jumps out at me when you look at that shot chart is just how little scoring they get from out above the free throw line extended three-point range. They've got to get more points from out high if they want to improve their offense.
Jordan Mickey's checked in for Spencer Hawes. Well, the Pacers last season, Doris, top 5 in both free throw percentage and three-point percentage. Is the solution simply to get more of those shots?
Well, it certainly couldn't hurt if those are areas of strength, but you wouldn't mind seeing some drive and kick, attack the paint, and create those open three-point looks.
Now, here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. Second, the Pacers. In third, the Grizzlies.
And these teams have both hung their hat on their defense, especially in the paint. We're looking at two of the premier shot blocking teams in our league.
Sullinger outside. Johnson against Shumpert. Sullinger. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
And buckets like that have been
20
to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Pacers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Doris, looking at the rich history of the NBA, seeing how it's evolved over time, what do you think have been some of the biggest changes from decade to decade as the game has evolved?
Well, for me, my fandom of the NBA began in the great Celtics-Lakers rivalries with the great players like Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Worthy McHale. You know, it's always been a stars league. I think it remains as such. You can move to the 90s and the Eastern Conference with the Indiana Pacers, New York Knicks rivalries. The thing that's remained the same are the stars. Style of play, obviously, is drastically different. The athletes are getting bigger, faster, stronger. Analytics increasingly playing a part. Listen, the game is in a constant state of evolution. Like Kevin Harlan, the game gets better with age.
Oh, man. Thanks, Doris. Here's Johnson after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. The dish to Lure. There's a screen. Barton against Beverly. It's Barton with the drive. Good work defensively by Turner. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The feed to Markkanen. With the second effort, he lays it in. Markkanen's got 4 points in the quarter.
He doesn't let that possession go to waste, Kev. He's going to feed on those second chance opportunities. Boy, that's pretty work.
Here's Napier, defended by Beverly. Barton outside from downtown. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Barton's got 5 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Now here's Barton. 5 points in the game. Sullinger with a screen for Barton. It's blocked. On the wing, Shumpert. He's guarded by Johnson. Mickey in the post. Lures there. Here's Markkanen. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 11 points in the game.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height. D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
And that one's good, Barton.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Pass to Turner. He dishes it to Markkanen. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Markkanen's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On the wing, Johnson. Barton outside. Feeds it to Napier. Lure dishes to Sullinger. Sinks that one from the post. Sullinger's got his third basket of the night right there.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Markkanen. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson kicks to Barton. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Turner passes to Beverly. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
It's Barton on the wing. Passes it to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Barton from outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Sullinger. Banked in off the glass. Sullinger's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Here's Beverly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beverly's got his first basket.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Doris, you graduated as your university's all-time assist leader. What do you think is the most important trait for becoming a great guard, a great playmaker?
Well, I think obviously you have to have a pretty good handle because generally you're going to absorb some pressure in the middle of a game. But I think the other part of that is, Kevin, you've got to be someone who enjoys watching someone else score as much as you enjoy scoring yourself.
I think this makes you such a great analyst because you had to know as a guard everybody's role and everybody's movement on a certain play.
You know, that's a great point. I've always said being a point guard is the perfect position to come at an analyst job from. You're 100% right.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I'd like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Some changes for Memphis. Marc Gasol's checked in for Sullinger. Porzingis is coming in for Lure. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Napier. Now here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 22-point game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
Here's Wade after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Wade dishes to Lillard. Here's Patterson. No good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. Barton kicks it over to Schroeder. Porzingis passes to Barton. Porzingis inside. Patterson defending.
You know, two things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
A three from Barnes. It's rebounded by Memphis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Johnson kicks to Gasol. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Lillard. Getting around 24 points per, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Now here's Patterson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
My goodness.
Barton kicks to Porzingis.
Nothing is working. Doesn't matter how open I am for a shot.
Baseline J on the way. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
Who the heck is this? So I stopped the recording because somebody rang the bell. But
so back to Schroeder, and he could not get that one to go.
Why would you foul him?
For two.
Man,
that's on Patrick
our
Patterson.
team is looking like a bag of rocks right now.
Memphis shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from Schroeder.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Schroeder hits them both.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Wade passes to Patterson. And it's Wade penetrating. Here's Lillard. Lillard again missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so it's Memphis. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Rudy, it looked like you guys found your old identity in the first half tonight.
Yeah, that's the way we played last season. Our defense was our staple. And that's all we have to do. We have to go out here and play defense every night. And this is a good start for us.
Let's see if you can stay true to yourself in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Some excellent work early from Rudy Gay. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense.
And that wraps up half.
Welcome back, folks. Pleased to have you with us tonight again here at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Well, we're getting...
My side girl got a 5S with a screen crack. Still hit me back right away.
Pacers trail by 17 on the court for Indiana. Patrick Patterson is out there with Udo. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Lillard attacking. Here's Patterson, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Over to the wing. Here's Gasol. That's tipped.
Well, persistent defense on the part of Patrick Patterson. This guy anticipates the shot and says, no, sir.
Back to Lillard. Barnes outside. He feeds it to Wade. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Memphis leading by 12. Right side Porzingis. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Well, for the last 2 decades, there have been a lot of big men coming from Europe who have been tagged as the next Dirk. A lot of lofty expectations to live up to. But Porzingis, Doris, Porzingis seems to be one who is answering that call.
Well, I think Porzingis certainly on his way to being as beloved as Dirk is, both here and back in Europe. And the reason you like the comparison, both are size and skill combined. And they have praised each other in the past, a little bit of a mutual admiration society.
Lillard against Schroeder. Wade on the wing. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Lillard kicks to Patterson. And it's off from three-point range.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
From 13. And good. Got the angles that time as it falls. 16 points for Rudy Gay.
And Gay has such a fluid shooting motion. Effortlessly pulls right up there off the dribble and into his shot.
Dishes it to Barton. Over Barnes. Good D by Barnes. Pacers trail by 16. Here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Patterson dishes to Wade. Indiana needs to get a shot off, and he makes that one. Udo's got his first points of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Schroeder outside. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lillard attacking. Indiana moving it around. There's a good screen. Back to Patterson. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. That one, no good. Barton.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Porzingis inside. Patterson on him. They get it back. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
We need to be getting those types of rebounds.
The field goals attempted locations for Markkanen.
Literally, the past 3 games, we're just not rebounding.
Better from deep. But tonight it's just not there for them. They can keep firing and hope they can shoot their way out of this funk.
My center is standing right there. Udo needs to catch that.
They'll just be beating themselves.
First one falls for him. Before
a lot of adjustments I have to make again in the player training because
in general, Greg, he doesn't get enough credit sometimes for his impact on that
it's looking
side of the
absolutely terrible.
Gay has always been a great ball hawk. I mean, he's got long arms to pick off lazy passes. He gets a good amount of blocks for a wing player as well. Very much so underrated when you talk about his defense.
Lillard attacking. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Patterson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this is so much value that Patrick Patterson brings to the table. That jumper. Boy, you've got to worry about this guy inside and out.
Gay kicks to Gasol. And he makes the bucket. Drew contact and gets the whistle, too.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Some changes for Indiana. Markkanen, he's checked in for Udo. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Damian Lillard.
Funny, for so long, Brother Powell was thought to have the much better career, but Mark has made the gap between them all the more closer.
Markkanen passes to Barnes.
Barnes, what the heck are you doing?
Kicks to Patterson. Beverly for 3. No good on the shot. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
You know, both teams are competitive, but not necessarily playing yet at a championship level. And part of what makes this battle so intriguing is how close they are.
Sullinger's checked in for the Grizzlies. Patterson dishes to Wade. Shoots over Schroeder, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the shot goes down.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end. Not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Patterson, the screen. Here's Markkanen. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 20.
I'm about to throw my PlayStation out the window.
Look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line.
Dude, I don't understand what this team is doing right
game
now.
from this guy shooting the basketball, just adding to this lead. So hard to defend.
And Dennis Schroeder out of Germany handed the keys as the full-time starter at the point guard in his 4th season.
And with his confidence and competitive spirit, you know he was chomping at the bit for that opportunity. And you got to love his athleticism coupled with that big play capability. It's just exciting to see how good this young man can become.
Back to Beverly. Wade outside. And Patterson kicks to Barnes. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Barnes has got his first basket.
That's called working the catch-and-shoot game to perfection. Barnes on balance and on point with his shot mechanics.
Over to the left wing. Johnson outside to the right side. Pass to Schroeder. Lure a screen on Wade. Here's Schroeder. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And the shot goes down.
Boy, in the second half, just hitting a much higher percentage of his shots. Really looks composed now.
He kicks to Lure. Here's Napier. Here's Sullinger. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket.
Standing there with 3 players, and this guy still gets the offensive rebound.
It's a clean block, but looks like
Hawes isn't going to do any better.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Patrick Patterson. Here's Beverly. Makes it off the glass. Beverly's got his second basket of the night. And the Grizzlies leading by 21. Napier passes to Sullinger. Now the dish to Lure. They set the screen. Nobody near Schroeder. No good with the triple.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
One-on-one fast break. And it's Wade with the rebound. Pacers trail by 21. The feed to Hawes. Schroeder against Wade. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about Wade going hard to the cup there, using his strength and athleticism to get past the defense.
Here's Napier, defended by Beverly. Schroeder kicks to Lure. Shot clock at 6. Picked him clean. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Markkanen in the corner. Back to Beverly. He dishes it to Wade. From 12 feet out. And the shot falls short this time.
I'll tell you, if he keeps missing shots, it's going to be a tough night to try to trim this lead.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Barnes.
What an aggressive drive. Barnes initiating some of that contact, gets rewarded with a trip to the foul line. Nice.
And Doris, not a lot of assists for Harrison Barnes throughout his career. For you, is that a concern?
Not really, Kev, because his job with this team is to score the basketball. The other thing he likes, this is a guy who keeps his turnovers low. Doesn't like to freelance and do too much.
Hawes dishes to Beverly. They set the screen. Markkanen passes to Wade. Feeds to Beverly. Pass to Barnes. The shot, no good. Great tee that time from Johnson.
Are these players serious right now?
No good on that one.
We're going to start losing every game by like 20 points.
Sustained success in franchise history. Greg's 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the race.
It's the same
interesting
play.
to see
Over
where they
and
go
over.
from here to turn the corner into a true contender.
Markkanen kicks to Barnes. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Barnes has got 6 points in the quarter.
How about that? Barnes in attack mode. Big time power move through traffic.
That's good from Johnson on the assist by Gasol.
That's just terrible defense.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
Gasol, a screen on Beverly. Back to Schroeder. Memphis moving that ball around.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Napier. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Marking it, dude.
This is why you work the ball inside, right? To get the easiest shot possible.
There's a screen. Wade drives in to the wing on the left. Markkanen. His 3-pointers off the mark.
How does that not go in?
Difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Schroeder kicks to Gasol. The Pacers pull it in. 1:19 left here in the third quarter. Passes it to Beverly.
Same play again.
Wade outside. Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Beverly dishes to Markkanen. Off target from 3-point range. Memphis leading by 18. Napier passes to Schroeder. Out to the right wing. Barnes against Johnson. Now here's Gasol. Not a lot of room. It's rebounded by Indiana. Hawes got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The pass to Barnes. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
There's so many evolving aspects to Barnes' game, right? The ability to get to the free throw line, just a work in progress.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Porzingis is checked in for Lure. Gay comes in for Tyler Johnson. And it's Will Barton in for Napier. Indiana also making some changes. Udo comes in for Markkanen. And Lillard subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Schroeder. That one doesn't drop. He got it up. The shot missing. And so it's Memphis.
Heavily contested. There was nobody in front of him.
Lead as the buzzer sounds. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. Back right after this.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Schroeder. Dennis
What is
Schroeder
Udo doing at
with
power
Will Barton.
forward?
And it's Marc Gasol. And there's Porzingis. And it's Gay in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
Not playing this play again.
Now here's Lillard. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Udo. And here's Barnes for 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got
Oz is just like falling over there right before we need to get a rebound, like every
Gay
time.
kicks to Barton. Pass to Schroeder. Out to the wing. To the inside. And there's Marc Gasol.
And then he just lets Gasol walk
and
to the...
7 points for Marc Gasol.
You know, and that was a nice find by KP. Saw the open man. He was
Same
on
play.
time, on target with the pass. Perfect.
Kicks to Hawes. Gasol with the steal. The drive by.
And guys got careless with the ball there.
Dude, it's...
Turnover reach for
I
the
don't
big
understand
stuff.
why the coach keeps calling the same plays.
Straight on the attack.
There's no point in this.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And he's shaking off that
It's the
slow
two same
start,
plays
giving
every
them a
time.
boost here in the second.
Good looking screen by Gasol. The three from Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists tonight. In the corner, it's Udo. And here's Barnes for 3. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. Gay's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. Nice shot by Porzingis.
What was that?
9 points here in the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
There's the screen. Now Lillard. He kicks it to Udo. 4 on the shot clock. The 3 from Barnes. The three-pointer is right on target.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting.
They're scoring 100 points on us every game now for the past 3 games in the third quarter.
There's the dish to Gay. Back to Gasol. Gasol is doubled. There's the feed to Gay. Barnes grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 20. To the middle. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Well, that's an example of 2 teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for the Pacers. And here's Schroeder. Outside Gasol. Norris coach Popovich down in San Antonio once said that a female NBA coach is going to happen. How much longer do you think it'll take for that to happen?
Well, I'm so grateful to Greg Popovich for getting the process that has to be part of the equation started, right? He hires Becky Hammond as the first full-time assistant in the NBA. Just like I would like to see doors open on the general manager side and let somebody start in the personnel aspect. Doors have to open before we can walk through them. It will take some time because you've got to pay your dues now as an assistant coach, but at least the process has started, and I'm so grateful to the Spurs and Pop for getting it started.
And to be quite honest, as a broadcaster, you're a pioneer from that end of it. We know that there's a lot of quality thought, male or female, but you've represented female women very well with what you do.
I've been very lucky, Kevin, and thankful for the opportunity, certainly.
And the Grizzlies leading by 17. There's the pick. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Lillard outside. On the wing, Barnes. Lillard against Schroeder. Lillard dishes to Wade. That 3 off the mark. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Schroeder outside. Here's Porzingis. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And the Pacers operating in a smaller market. Some cost restraints for this franchise.
Right, this is not a team that can pay the luxury tax. It's not necessarily a free agent destination either. Those are challenges, but they have remained very competitive over the years.
And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
He's really taking care of the ball. That's just his first turnover of the night.
course, one trend we've seen in the league, an emphasis on getting back defensively rather than pounding the offensive glass. I think of San Antonio a little bit when I think about that. Why is that, you think?
You know, I don't know if this is something cyclical and we'll eventually see teams emphasize getting to the offensive glass as a means to help them win. But one of the most dangerous aspects of the NBA right now is transition three opportunities. We're not even seeing teams get back to the hoop and build their defense out. At this point, they're sprinting to the three-point line and then building back toward the hoop. So a drastic difference. We'll see if it changes at any point.
He dishes it to Wade. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. That's 12 points for Wade.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Porzingis against Patterson. Barton, no luck. Pacers trail by 18. Lillard from outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Wow. Wow.
For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Schroeder outside to the paint. Here's Gasol. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12. The Pacers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Feeds it to Wade and stolen by Barton. Pass to Porzingis. Launches a three. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Patterson, the screen. Doors for you in evaluating how good a player was over his career. You can look at analytics, statistics, whatever avenue you want to take. How important are the rings, the championships in that equation for you?
You know, I know there is some conversation that's saying if you don't have a ring, your career wasn't great. I would say this to you. Karl Malone and John Stockton are in no way diminished in terms of their Hall of Fame credentials simply because they lacked a ring. Sometimes it's the era within which you're operating. Michael Jordan was the greatest player of his generation. Some would say the greatest player of all time. I would say that Karl Malone and John Stockton, unfortunately, were at their peak, in the peak of maybe the greatest player, Michael Jordan. So in no way is someone like Patrick Ewing diminished in terms of his stature and greatness simply because the Knicks were never able to break through. I don't buy that argument.
You frame that so well.
I'm not even really trying anymore right now.
Against Schroeder. In the corner, it's Patterson. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Napier, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder.
Substitution for Grizzlies. Shabazz Napier.
Lillard outside. Barnes sets a screen for Lillard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
First free throw is good.
And you think about it, for so long, the Grizzlies were kind of the throwback team. I mean, they had the 2 bangers in the front court, and they really rejected that whole pace and space movement. But finally, they've come around, retooling their lineups to get more shooting on the floor.
Gasol passes to Porzingis. The second effort, he takes it up and lays it in. Porzingis has got 13 points now in the quarter.
This is where people get excited about Porzingis. Yes, he's got finesse, but he's not afraid to get in there and trade some elbows. Go ahead, big fella.
Wade kicks to Barnes. They set the pick. 6 to shoot.
Oh, Kevin, how creative is that? Barnes showing off the near 40-inch vertical. He can jump over your head.
And when you look at Harrison Barnes' game offensively, Doris, where does he have to improve?
I think one thing is he needs to become more of a heat seeker. Get into their body. Get to the free throw line. With his strength and explosiveness, you'd like to see him shooting more free throws.
Passes it to Gay. Stolen by Wade. He feeds it to Patterson. Lillard with it. And All-Star Week, a fan favorite certainly. But Doris, I've heard you say on more than one occasion you'd love to see a 3-on-3 competition.
Kevin, I think if you're trying to learn the game of basketball, putting yourself in a situation to play 3-on-3 is one of the greatest ways you can develop your game. One, it teaches you how to pass and cut. Right? You cannot be effective in a 3-on-3 game unless you understand how to screen for somebody, how to set yourself up to come off of a screen. The shorter dynamic of the 3-on-3 in a half-court environment is one of the best ways to learn how to play the game of basketball.
I love that analysis. That's terrific. In the corner, Napier with it. Just 5 on the clock. Over Lillard. The Pacers pull it in. Barnes has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lillard dishes to Barnes. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Barnes has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Pacers. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Up top, Barton. Wade is covering. Here the step back. Here's Gasol. And he makes good on the layup. Gasol's got 8 points in the quarter.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
There's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Doris, we know there's a lot of trash talking on the court. Some of it is unfriendly, some of it not so much, just kind of playing around. When do you consider comments going over the line?
Well, given that I'm not necessarily privy to exactly everything that's said, I imagine much of it not PG rated, Kevin. No. I would say that's an issue for the players to decide. If you step over the line, you're going to feel me in some way, shape, or form.
I don't know, though, we've ever had a time in any professional sport, but in particular the NBA, where there has been a real feeling of community among the players, though. I mean, I think in the olden days, there was genuine hatred, and there's some of that now, but there is really a feel like, hey, we are all in this together.
Maybe too much so. Like I enjoyed watching Larry Bird, who was supposed to be amongst the best trash talkers, get into the head of the player. Draymond Green is the current iteration of perhaps the best trash talker. I say, listen, let him yap a little bit. Nothing wrong with that.
He's taking Kevin Garnett's place in that regard, I think.
Yeah.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Sullinger's checked in for Gasol. Lure comes in for Porzingis. James Young, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Will Barton. Lure the pass to Young. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Napier, and it's sent back by Turner. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one drops for him.
And finally finding a rhythm, but unfortunately a little too late.
Well, you wonder if they can use the momentum they've built here into the next game, because this one looks over.
Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
And Sullinger kicks to Napier. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Nothing to say, man. This team is not performing
that's what we try to do whenever
well enough.
We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat him down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Just the points, the rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, turnovers, points responsible for. Didn't get as dominated as badly as against the Rockets, but alright, I didn't really enjoy this episode too much, to be honest. I'm going to have to change some things again in the player training section. I'm going to be doing that right now. And then I'll be ready for the next episode, which will be episode 18. So thanks for watching, and see you later.